centuries of the Tokugawa's repressive rule, the black ships appeared without warning, and our nation began to tear itself apart. Those who cleave to the past, those who embrace the new, and the Ronin, a warrior free of all masters and bonds. I will watch over you all, as your blades carve a new future. Your time has come. Rise as one. It is said that time marches to the beat of a drum. A fleeting moment can feel like a lifetime for those caught in its deadly rhythm. And a lifetime can pass in the blink of an eye for anyone embracing its bitter end. The only thing we know for sure is that time marches forward.
Even if we are apart, still we are one.
Without hesitation, without remorse. If the drum drives the rhythm, then the river directs the flow.
Let's do this together.
How many mountains must you move to alter the river below?
Let us not forget the pain of Master Shoin and the countless others who have suffered. As the smoke rises, so shall we.
A village will sacrifice their partner for duty. So which of you will do the deed?
本作の舞台の一つ、横浜です。19世紀幕末の時代、最初に国外に開かれた横浜では和と洋が入り混じった独特の街並みが広がっています。主人公は舁き縄を使って屋根の上に登ったり、装置アビキルを使って高所から滑空し上空を移動することも可能です。攻撃やガードを駆使しながら敵の攻撃を石火で弾いて体勢を崩すことも可能です。敵の武器と相性のいい流派を選ぶと戦いを有利に進めることができます。戦闘では日本刀や長槍以外にも海外からもたらされた短銃などさまざまな武器が使用できます。 発明家である伊賀七と因縁を深めると様々なからくり装置を入手できます。取火砲は伊賀七が作ったからくりで、現代の火炎放射器のような強力な遠隔武器です。取火砲や和洋折衷のアクションである銃剣など、西洋の技術を生かした武器をうまく活用すれば強敵にも打ち勝つことができるので、ぜひマスターしてください。幕末を生きる人物たちと紡いだ因縁が物語に大きく影響します。ぜひライズ・オブ・ザ・ローニンで一人の浪人として運命を切り開いてください。
ようやくネズミ捕りにかかったの。
気持ちの揺れてないやつはついてこい。
それに倒すも何も幕府はもうとっくに死にてえなんで。
Peggy 18.
Rated M for mature.
My dear sister, 2 months have passed since my last letter. Time does move slow when you have little to do. As I sit and wait in this dreary cell, I watch the courtyard outside with great intrigue. Yesterday, I witnessed something quite special. A crow landed close to my window, attempting to grasp a piece of bread lodged just beyond its reach. This determined creature tried time and time again, but its beak was too short and too thick. Eventually, the crow left in what I concluded was defeat. But to my amazement, the crow flew back with a stick in its feet. This cunning bird used the stick to dislodge the food and fly away with its prize. A small victory, but it reminded me of our struggle, and that we must adapt if our plan is to succeed. Some may shun the outsider's weapons and tactics, but we cannot be afraid to embrace them in pursuit of our goals. Spread the word to our allies. We must be like the crow.
Action remains at the core of Rise of the Ronin. It is the culmination of our previous work on action games as Team Ninja.
Team Ninja's action is known for its high speed and difficulty. We feel it's part of the player's expectations as well.
There's the importance of action in gameplay, and the power of authenticity you get from a period drama story.
Let's fight!
Whilst I was visiting places such as Shokosenjuku or Meirin-gakusha, I realized how locals were truly dedicated to their studies at the time. There were plenty of academic manuals, including research on the Dutch and Occidental weaponry. At a time when Japan was isolated and people couldn't access any information from the rest of the world, it was incredible to see the amount of foreign information, worldly cultures, and teachings they were studying. They then put this to good use in order to build Japan's future. I believe we managed to convey that in Rise of the Ronin as well.
Looking at the Bakumatsu era, there were many philosophers with different schools of thought. They can be split into pro- and anti-shogunate ideologies. These ideologies fought and contrasted with each other. The goal was to look at how this fight would translate in the action, which weapons and fighting styles would be adopted, and first of all, why that fight was happening.
Ready yourselves!
We looked at each personality, along with the choice of weapon, and worked out how to make these battles authentic within Ronin.
The more we researched, the more we found. The Munen style and the Hokushinto style as well demonstrated how these people lived their life through the katana, how it was their weapon of choice.
It was here where we really felt the power of history.
From that period, as we moved towards the modern era, weaponry changed. For example, handguns were introduced. We had to think how to integrate them and balance the use of them with close combat, which meant we had to develop gameplay that incorporated both close combat and ranged attacks.
Bayonet was a logical addition when we thought of developing new weapons for Ronin. It perfectly suits the Bakumatsu era. We dedicated time to working on adding new gimmicks in the fighting actions.
This game is completely original. As an action game, I believe that it wasn't necessary to make the game resemble a history textbook. It was about creating a reality that was totally plausible in Rise of the Ronin's universe. The team would either agree or disagree to several ideas each day to crystallize what was possible in this game's universe.
When it comes to action, first I look at something that is humanly possible. Actions you are able to achieve through exercise and training. This is the action that I wanted to make, rather than people just flying around. I wanted to explore what is possible for humans to achieve after long years of dedicated training.
I know. Tag along with me, will you?
What we insisted on most whilst building Rise of the Ronin story was creating a bond system. We looked at the bond you create with other historical figures. Then they can either help you or become opponents.
Won't lay a finger on me!
Depending on the people you take with you, this will also affect the techniques you can use too. Having a certain character with you will bring something unique. It also allows for unexpected combinations that might prove to be worthwhile. You can switch between characters as well. It was a lot of work to create the system, but it was definitely the right thing to do.
There is also the ability to read an enemy's moves to your advantage that is unique to this game. This is demonstrated through the counter-spark system. Actions used based on the opponent's moves. It needs to be used with precise timing, and you have to be able to predict your enemy's moves. A large part of the combat in Ronin is based around a wide variety of actions you can choose to combat your enemies. It was essential for us that the player gets positive feelings from the action, to feel the battles, and for the enemy actions to look cool. However, as we set the stage for the game and built its story, the period drama aspect was a strong element that we always kept in mind.
This nation is in your hands!
棒だな。
たわいもない。
なかなか腕が立つ。
Rated M for mature. Rated M for mature. Rated M for mature.
Japan, the great white whale that's eluded all others. But my vision is clear, and my harpoon ready.
The name is Gilles Brunet.
I just need spirited young folks who I can teach to fight from scratch.
As an interpreter, I have many contacts, you see. And though I cannot fight like you, I am confident that I will have a role to play.
What can the people possibly do? They must stand behind the shogunate, or we all fall to the foreigners.
I have some contacts in the shogunate. If you are interested in doing a favor for them, I could make the necessary arrangements.
By our deeds, our name will ring out over Kyoto. I'm expecting you to play your part as well.
There are things one cannot accomplish alone, but a strong bond makes both parties involved stronger.
Since those ships arrived, Japan's been in turmoil. The thing is, we're not really part of either faction. I know that whichever path we choose, we'll be doing it for Japan's future.
Now is the time to show the world the tenacity of our blades.
The day of reckoning is at hand. Frankly, we need all the help we can get. I'm going to need you on our side.
It's in your hands!
There's a saying they have over there. It's always darkest before the dawn.
Japan, the great white whale that's eluded all others.
The time has come to settle things with firearms. They are still alive.
Do not get in my way.
Fighting is such a bore. Attack me, and you attack the shogunate.
The traitors who dare threaten the palace will die by our hand.
We have righteousness on our side. We finally meet. Can you do this?
strife when we are most needed.
I finally seen it. The new shape this country must take.
As the old order crumbles, chaos begets the new. For some, revenge is sworn for the suffering they have endured. Others will break this sacred pact in pursuit of a noble cause. Fate is shaped by our own hands. What future will you forge?
Rated M for mature.
Someone told me that the shogunate is already dead. So it must be reborn and usher in a new world. What that world looks like is still shrouded in darkness. But there are those who are feeling their way towards the light. A new dawn. I fight alongside those who would bring it about.